set in Chicago. The temps have dipped and will continue to do so. Jacket and blanket weather. It's that time of year at Soldier Field. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Out of the gun, Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Just like that. Just like that.
Now Fields. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
They snap it to Fields. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted.
Picked off around the 37. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Back to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Here's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. And they are going for it. Fields, he's going to wind up and air it out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
On 2nd and very short, Fields.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 1st down, Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
To throw is Fields.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
from the gun. He'll hand this off.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
On play action, Fields.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got it first and goal at the 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
And they'll run again.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. He's at the 50. 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Browns 21, Bears nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Browns' 28-yard line.
Play action. It's Fields.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got a man. Complete.
Woo! Give me some.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw here taken in by Boykin.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Fields on 1st down.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 39, the 30, 10, 5, and they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
On 1st down, it's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Another try after the first down sack. Fields, he'll let this go for the end zone.
And that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Now it's Fields.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Chicago! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. Touchdown, Browns. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns continue to roll. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Out of the gun, Fields.
And this one is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
Check 50.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well. And
the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however.
Oh, Odell Beckham Jr. with a diving grab.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Eluding the pressure right. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it has worked.
Touchdown! It's complete. Odell Beckham. 26 yards.
And the Browns have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Now for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jayon Brown coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
They snap it to Fields.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Chubb.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Chubb again.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Browns are pouring it on. Point after, right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now a throw here to his running back. And some room to work. Touchdown, Bears. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears claw one back. Santos with the extra point. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The Browns drive about to get started. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught by OBJ. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Running right through him. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll find Schwartz, complete right side. Touchdown, Browns! Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Browns could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet.
And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down.
46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears.
And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a put.
And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Nick Chubb, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Bears on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw is Fields. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 2nd and 1. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. A try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
7-7. Bears 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they try the right side here. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Here we go, D. Get on the field. Check. 22, check. 22, check.
Now Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. That one looks like he'll throw here. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moment. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jayon Brown in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're